I'm Mary Crowley, and this is Zing, a show for children. May I please spend some time with you? I would like that, yes, I'd like that. Would you like that too? I hope you'll spend some time with me. Today, the word love is up in back of me. The word love I chose because it is the month of Valentine's Day. But it's also an important word every month of the year. And when people think of love, they sometimes don't think about how it can be used in many ways. I hope you love yourself. I hope you love yourself enough to keep yourself safe. I hope you love yourself enough to keep yourself healthy, to eat good food. I have here an apple, an orange, and a strawberry. That's good food. There are many other good foods. I hope that you love yourself enough to ask if you need something. Ask a grown-up if you need something. It could be your mother, your father, your grandmother, your teacher. It could be any adult that could help you. You need to ask if you have a question. Also, I hope that you move, that you exercise, that you get outside, and that inside you don't just sit. That's loving yourself. Now, there's something about loving others that really is important too. And that has to do with being kind to other people, kind to other children, other adults. It has to do with helping. If you see somebody doing something and you think you could help, you could ask if you could help. A smile is a way to show that you love, that you're kind, that you care. The number for today is 5. And 5 is important because you've got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 digits, 4 fingers and 1 thumb. And because you have these arranged the way they are, you can pick up things. When we count, and I'll use the other hand now, when we count from left to right, left side of your body. When you write, when you learn to write, you'll write from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 on this hand, 5 on this hand, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5, and 5 makes 10. I am going to now talk to you about hearts and Valentine's Day and the color red. Red is up here. I have here many things that are red that have to do with things I've already said. Keeping yourself healthy. One way to do it is to wear your hat and your scarf and mittens or gloves, and to make sure that you wear boots if you need to keep yourself healthy. Hearts, hats, scarves, mittens, all of these things that will help you to love yourself. Now we're going to do some art. I want to show some art first. This work of art is by Jack Crowley. He lives in Virginia, and this is a special kind of plane called a Spitfire. The second piece I'm showing you is a card that Mallory made for her mother. That's her mother and Mallory, I think. And then this is the front of the card. Again, 2 more faces. This is from the intermediate school. Mrs. Dauphiné is the art teacher there, and she gave me quite a number of drawings done by children in her art classes. And I'm going to show you just a few. Camille, age 9. Gavin, age 9. And there are many more, and you'll see those too. Thank you, Mrs. Dauphiné at the intermediate school, for having your children willing to share their art with us. I am here with Jude, 7 years old. Jude makes things, creates things, interesting things, out of certain things that other people might throw away. He's very clever. Welcome, Jude.
Okay.
Now I want to show this one first. Can you tell me about this?
This was actually from Halloween. I just decided to put it for Christmas though because it was ripped by our dog.
All right.
And and it fell apart.
Here, I'll hold it.
This is really a puffball thing. Maybe we should go in there because that would be easier. And this is an igloo. I don't know why I made it purple. And
because that's what you
Christmas
have.
tree and another Christmas tree.
Okay, very good. All right. Next we have
A leg massager or a massager.
a massager. So you can use this. Why don't you use it on just the top of your leg? There, it's a massager. You used it with your grandmother, I understand.
Yeah. This might be for people, but it's not really.
All right. And here's something Jude put together.
It's a little heart sign
Right.
for Christmas, since it's red and green.
Lovely. This.
Mm.
Oh, this. This. Show us how this works. Okay.
So you could do it like that, or you could just do it like this.
And they're chopsticks, right?
Yeah.
You went to a restaurant and used chopsticks?
Yeah, and
And then you made up your own?
Yeah. And it also grabs more food.
Yes, it grabs more food than the skinny ones.
Yeah.
Very good idea. Okay, now I want to show these. These are going to show up so well. 1, 2, 3. Now, as I hold them up, see, I'm holding them up for the camera so that they'll show. Want to tell us
And
about
this
these?
one broke.
There we go.
These are little stickmen.
Stickmen.
Yeah, for a puppet show. I didn't even get to do it.
Very good. Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Hello.
This one?
I made this for my papa. It's for my mom, and it's a little smiley face. I kind of messed up the smile. Looks weird, and he has straight eyes.
And this is wood. This will last a very long time.
Yeah. Bam.
And this, we'll show this last.
Yeah, it's a
And this
teeny-
is tiny. So let me hold it up. And why don't you tell me what you had in mind, okay?
I was thinking of a little tiny thing for my grandma, and I just decided to do this.
Okay, so
this
we have to hold it up so that, yeah, there, so it can be seen. A little tiny thing for his grandmother. Thank you, Jude, for being on. Be sure that you notice, that you see, that you hear anything about Winterfest. It is put on by the Recreation Department. There are all kinds of wonderful things, like sliding and skating and drinking cocoa and eating hot dogs. And something is going on starting on February 17th for a whole week. Wonderful, wonderful things. A heart is like this at the top, and it's like this at the bottom. So if you take half a heart, it's like this, and then it goes down. And it's the same on the other side, kind of a lump, or part of an M, if you know your letters, and then it goes down. And I'm just going to show you about hearts. How do you make a heart? Well, there are different ways to make a heart. One way is to make a hill, make another hill. Now, some people would say that's a bird instead of a hill. And then bring this down and make a V. And then bring it up so that you have a heart. That's not a perfect heart. Doesn't have to be. You are drawing when you are doing this. If you're making lines, if you're making doodles, or you're drawing something, you're doing something, in my opinion, very, very important. I am going to, if I can find the right marker. Okay, here we go. This is kind of silly. This is going to be a heart person. And let's go. And maybe there's a heart eye, and another heart eye, and a nose, and a smiling mouth, and curly hair. Now maybe you wouldn't want to do that. Okay, and here is the heart lady standing, and she is sending hugs and kisses your way, and maybe I want to put a few lines just to make it fancy. And here's She's standing there and she's saying, love to you. And that's it. And I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. And you may be seeing this after Valentine's Day, but you can still spread love around. You can still love yourself and love other people. Washing hands, how important it is. Many people get colds and they have problems, they get sick. And one way not to get sick or to get colds is to keep washing your hands. Now, I like soap, plain old soap. But some people like soap in something like this. And as long as it's soap, that's the best way to keep your hands clean. So you get nice warm water, and I figured this out ahead of time, and put the soap on and start to sing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, and Y, and Z. Zing! Now I'm going to rinse my hands, and I'm going to be careful. Make sure that the water is not too hot. Cold is not good. If you can get warm water, that's better. And now I take a paper towel and get my hands dry. And it's not that hard, and it didn't take that long. But now I won't get a cold. Washing your hands can seem like it takes too much time. But if you want to stay healthy, do it. Linda Remington, who taught first grade for 34 years, knows a lot about what children need to know. And she's going to share with you shapes and food.
Hi! Today we are going to talk about something that you see every day, every single day. And we're going to be talking about shapes. First one, the circle. Circle has curved lines. It just keeps going around and around and around. When you think about it, it's like a bicycle wheel, or my earrings, or my necklace. It just goes around and around and around. Well, I was in the grocery store, and I found some foods that also are circle shaped. And we're going to take a peek at those because you might even have those at your own house. Probably one of my favorite circles is a cookie. I do love cookies. Uh-oh, I just cut off part of the circle. It's a good thing that there's another cookie here that's still a circle. In my house, there's also oranges. And oranges have that circle that goes around and around and around once you've cut it in half. So here I could put the whole thing together. Now it looks like a ball, but when you cut it open, two circles. And if you cut a slice, you have a circle that has a little peephole in the middle of it. It's almost like a circle, but not really. But wait a minute, when I put this up to the light, you're going to find out later there's another shape hidden inside. Of course, another favorite of mine, I like sweets, is the donut. And this donut also has another little circle in the middle. Again, it goes round and around and around, unless you take a bite. And another food that's a breakfast food, this is called a bagel. This is harder than a donut, and a lot of people slice it and then toast it, and then they have two half bagels, but they're still round with a hole in it. And of course, the cookies are in a dish that has a circle on the top and a circle shape on the bottom. And of course, I can't hold the whole thing up, but if oh, wait a minute. There's another circle that was hiding under the tray. I'm sure I don't even have to tell you what it is, but I'm going to. It's a pizza. And on the pizza, there's more circles, pepperoni circles. And you're going to find out later there's also another shape. It's circles, circles, circles. But I found a circle tray at our house. And it has a brown part and the outside, and it just goes around and around and around. So I think I might even just put this pizza, look at that. This circle fits perfectly inside the tray. This may seem a little silly, but I'm going to put the bagel and the donut and the oranges on top of that. So these are all circles. So thank you, and thank you for joining us, and have fun.
Thank you, Linda. It was wonderful. Taylor Ampatelos sings Jingle Bells. Jingle bells, the bells on the horses. Jingle Bells was written as a Thanksgiving song, but most people don't know that.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
We're here with Taylor Ampatelos, and he is a singer. I think singing is one of the most important things to do in life because it is a lifetime sport. So I'm going to ask Taylor some questions about when he started and what happened with his singing as he went along. Taylor, thank you for being here.
Of course, pleasure to be here.
When did you start singing?
I mean, I basically started singing as soon as I was born, but I really started singing a bit more professionally when I was about 8 years old.
All right. 8 is young.
8 is young.
And then what happened?
And then I did every single musical opportunity I could in this area. I started taking voice lessons with Rip Jackson. I did theater in school. I did choirs in school, choirs in town. I traveled to Weston to do some shows. Just every single opportunity I could get my hands on.
Okay. So you sang. And your voice changed too. It
That
was
was-
high
yeah.
when you were very young, and then all of a sudden I heard you and it was
Very
lower.
low. Well, it's funny actually.
That's what happens.
I was in the middle of actually preparing for an opera that I was in. It was I think it was The Magic Flute. I was a tenor in it, so I was one of the very high voices. And halfway through rehearsals, I just realized that as it was going on, the songs were getting a little harder and a little harder to reach the notes. And then eventually, I had to just say, I can't do it anymore because by the time we get to the show, that's going to be a whole octave out of my range.
So that's really something some people don't know. A boy starts out with a higher voice and then it
Exactly.
changes.
Exactly.
Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so you are now in college.
Now in college.
And where?
Tufts University.
And where is that?
It's down near Boston.
Okay. Are you singing there?
I am actually, yes. I'm in an a cappella group there called the Tufts Beelzebubs.
What does it mean, a cappella?
A cappella means we don't use any instruments. It's all just voice.
All right. So you're in a group called?
It's called the Tufts Beelzebubs, or for short, the Bubs.
The Bubs.
B-U-B-S.
And how often do you sing?
We rehearse for 7 hours a week, and then we tour around every single weekend, and we do 2 or 3 shows a weekend.
So you're still really singing.
We're still really singing, yeah.
But your major in college is?
Is computer science, but I do have a minor in music. so,
Okay.
yeah.
Sounds wonderful. And
Great.
I heard you sing when your group was on Facebook.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
the last time I heard you. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
The firemen are going to be showing you the ladder and what it's like to be inside the fire truck. Nate is going to show us what he can do with a ladder.
So in some cases, if someone is trapped in their bedroom and they can't get out by feeling the doorway with the back of their hand to see if there's heat out in the hallway, sometimes we have to throw a ladder to a window to get somebody out that secondary route. So each of our trucks carries a variety of different ladders. So what I'll do is I'll demonstrate how we pull the ladders off and get it to the second floor in a hurry. That way if someone were trapped in a bedroom window, we can get them out in a hurry.
Thank you, firemen. You are doing a great service for us. It's time to end the show now. I want to remind you again, though, that it's important for you to love yourself, take care of yourself in every way you can, and to also love, like, be kind, help other people. You will find if you do that, your life is easier, much easier. You have to love yourself enough, too, to not get sick. And I've talked about how you do that. Don't get sick. It just makes life more difficult. Thank you so much for being with us at Zing today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Bye-bye.